Hi guys, this is Sally. I'm the Upside Down Picker, and we have Todd. He's having a little bit of connection issues today. He's a silver hair stacker, and I hope you guys are doing good on this, Tuesday today? We are getting our shipping ready to go out, right?
I'm packing boxes.
Getting our shipping ready and all that good stuff.
So
man, like all I can hear from you are stutters.
tap by once in a while.
Can you guys hear him clearly? I mean, I'm just wondering if maybe it's just me. Dwayne said oofta. They said no. Nope, nope, nope. I was just wondering. I was hoping maybe it was just me and I could restart or something, but it's not. Poor Todd. Like since he came on, I mean, usually it'll be clear for at least a little bit, and then he'll get on and it'll start being glitchy later or whatever. But man, it was right off the bat today. I couldn't hear a dang thing he was saying. And I was hoping that I wasn't gonna have connection issues today too, because we've been having storms. So how are you guys doing today? Yeah, probably needs better internet. I mean, sometimes it's hard to come by. Sometimes, depending on where you're at, sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes it's either, you either have something or nothing. But like I used to have DSL, which was through, like, I think it was through Dish Network. And so our internet was actually coming from off the top of the house. And it wasn't as good as Charter, which runs underneath the ground, Holy cow. Good job, Maggie. You're doing better than I am. I tried. There's just people that don't want to pay. It's my problem. Yeah. Well, Carol, work it. Have you guys seen this? Your items are waiting in carts. Now make the sale. And then it says drop the price to make the sale. Lower the price by 5% on these items in shoppers' carts. And we will email them to say their deal got better. But I don't want to. Like all that stuff that I have that they're saying to drop the price on, it's not stuff that I really want to drop the price on. Yeah, nobody wants my stuff either, Carol. Don't feel bad. Yeah, that's on eBay. They send you emails. And all you have to do is click a button and it'll drop the price on the item and then they'll automatically send an email. I have been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm starting to get tired. But I've been doing a little bit of work here and there. Trying to get some of my, I don't know where everyone is at. I put the link in the chat and put the link in the squad. Oh, great. New eBay glitch. That's great, Maggie. That's all they need. Yeah, so I'm basically waiting. I have 2 or 3 that didn't pay, which one of them is my really good sale that I'm still waiting on. And then one I sold last night, which was I need money for groceries today. Come on, Yeah, I don't really know where everybody's at today. Hi there, Hank. How you doing? So I've been transferring some of my stuff from eBay to Poshmark and sharing, trying to share everybody else's stuff, and my own stuff. Hi, Mary. Trying to get that done. Oh, good. Well, that's good, Maggie. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hold a listing challenge tomorrow. Yeah, we'll plan on normal time. It says organize and decluttered a ton yesterday. Gotta have a clear workspace or I get cranky and less motivated. I understand that. Hi, Lori.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
Yeah, working on some paperwork. Trying to get my sinuses to clear up this morning.
Yeah, I know. It's awful here, too.
I've been sneezing my head off.
Yeah, it's been raining all night.
Not been raining here. It's just that probably will, but though we're supposed to get rain the next 3 days. But right now it's nice.
Mm-hmm. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, me too. I just all sitting like right here. It's like
Yeah.
let's see. So how was everybody's weekend?
Mine was pretty slow.
Mine was slow until last night. Like 3 sales in a row last night. I was like, dang,
Awesome.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I think, okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Bridget looks like she did pretty good this weekend.
I seen that. It's like, dang, on.
I know it.
We need to take some pointers from her.
You know, and all it is just like listing a whole bunch of stuff all at once. And I mean, she does that like several times a week. So
Yeah. That's what I've been doing with this jewelry. I'll get like 20 pieces of it processed, and then I'll list it out like bulk list.
Yeah.
So, and it's starting to pick up a little bit, but
that's good.
Yeah. We found an 8-track player on that Facebook marketplace. Had to clean it and stuff because it didn't work very good.
Yeah.
And the one Kiss 8-track that we were hoping worked plays too slow. I was like, oh no!
Oh no!
It's like the double platinum Kiss album. I was like, the other ones work fine. It's like, yeah, it figures. The one that's worth money is the one that doesn't work. I said, that's how it always goes.
Yeah.
God, September already? Jeez.
I know.
It's like, where does the time go?
It just runs away, I swear. Mary says, oh, Anessa says, I'd like to see her picture taking area. I love seeing people's Bridget's.
Oh.
I love seeing people's photo areas. And Mary found some good stuff this weekend. Or yesterday. KitchenAid mixer accessories, Barbie camcorder set, Billy Bass. It sounds like you're all set.
I found that My Little Pony.
Is that My Little Pony?
Yeah, that's Nightmare Moon. And her. She talks and lights up.
Cool.
They go for about anywhere between 25 and 30 bucks.
Awesome.
Depending on the year, that's a 2013. So.
Yeah.
So I always pick up My Little Pony. That's a given right there.
Right. Yeah, I have. I know that there's some now that they're part of that. Have you seen those videos? They're like they look like My Little Ponies, but they kill each other.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I can't say that I have.
Yeah, there's a whole. There's a whole bunch of videos.
I even sold a
Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, I've got a little one of that. I keep the little ones. I keep them on my. That's another one of my decorations, but.
Yeah, if you get a chance, look up Um, Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, Pinkie Pie. And then there's Luna, I think, is one. Princess Luna or something like that.
These are like, yeah, these are like My Little Ponies killing each other, basically.
Grandma Magic Classic, I just sold a Billy Bass for parts. It was broken. It was corroded so bad it wouldn't work. I still sold it. I just put it in there for parts or repair. There is a restaurant somewhere, and I cannot remember where it was. It was on either Anthony Bourdain or someplace like that. One of the travel channels shows that that's all they do is they collect Billy Basses, all the different types of Billy Basses.
Oh, wow.
I cannot remember what restaurant it is. I thought, well, maybe that's where it's going, but I don't think it is.
Huh.
It's going to a private person, so.
Yeah.
But they take them broken or not. They just hang them on the wall. Okay.
Wow.
So you can sell them broken and it's sold for $12.99 for parts and repair plus shipping. So.
Awesome.
I think I paid $1 for it. So they do still sell as long as you let them know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't. I usually won't buy them unless they're pretty cheap, you know. Mm-hmm. But the last one I bought was like $3.50 or something in the thrift store, but it was in the box.
Yeah,
it was still brand new and not used. It didn't look like anybody had ever put batteries in it.
I've got the Christmas one where he's wearing the Santa hat and it's in the box.
Oh my gosh.
I figured it would have sold by now, but it hasn't, so I need to go in and tweak the listing a little bit, I guess.
Well, it's getting to that time to where they're going to start buying all the Christmas stuff up.
Yep.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning, Laurie. Can you hear me?
Your internet sucks. Come on, gato, Mr. Roboto. Come on.
I'm sorry, Todd, that your internet sucks.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, you sound like a robot. Melia says, I found a Dymo thermal printer at a thrift store this weekend for $10.
Cool.
It's an older one. I hope it works with eBay. If not, I figure I can sell it and get my $10 back. Yeah, for sure. Yes, I feel bad for you and your internet, Todd. Maggie says, let's play a game. What is Todd saying? Sounds like Domo.
Domo.
Oh, man. Oh, good job, Maggie. She's got a Poshmark sale. Yeah, I've been trying to up my Poshmark being off and everything. I listed stuff on eBay yesterday. I mean, I'm going to list stuff on eBay today too, but trying to get my shares going. You have to ramp. I think you just have to ramp it up, you know, when you have stuff like that. And it's like, you know, it depends on your shares and all of that. You have to build momentum. just the same as eBay. He says, "Little that robotic sigh cracked me up, though." Oh, I know. I haven't looked at any of the showrooms yet on there. I'll have to figure out what that's all about. I like school supply stuff too, even though I don't have kids in school anymore.
Oh, I've got a pen and paper fetish. I love it.
Oh, I know, me too. I have so many markers and pens and all of that. I mean, I usually get a lot of that stuff during the school supply time. Hopefully it gets better, Mary. So you can pay all those big bills. There goes Todd. Bye-bye again.
He give up. I give up.
I can't hang with that. You know, like if I have slow internet or a slow computer, I don't have the patience for it. I won't even do anything with it. Like, well, it's broken. Bye-bye.
Yep, that's me. Because I get so aggravated. I'm ready to just throw things.
Yeah.
Especially when there's stuff you got to get done and the internet's not cooperating. It's like, oh, I got to step away before I blow a gasket.
Yeah, and it could be a simple thing as watching YouTube videos, and you know, I'm not even really trying to do anything, but my Flash player isn't working or something, and it's like, okay, bye-bye. I guess I'm not watching any videos today. And Brandon will come in here and tinker with it and be like, okay, you're good to go, you know. Thank God, because I just wasn't even going to mess with it.
I usually go out and reset the router or something like that.
Yeah.
And if that don't do it, then I'll call the Spectrum.
Yeah.
And find out what's going on. And if they say, well, they're working in your area, then I know it's not anything of mine. It's on their end.
Right. Right. Yeah, usually it's pretty good here. If it's usually it's pretty good, but if it's not, it's like out. You know, usually it's not like slow, like, you know, glitchy like that. Usually it's just out.
Check out this mug I got.
Oh, that's cool.
That's Red Venom from Spider-Man. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I seen it. I was like, "Oh, that's going in the cart." I had never seen one like that. I usually see Black Venom, but I'd never seen the red one from Spider-Man. Speaking of, I got all these coffee mugs sitting around. I can't find the one I'm drinking out of.
Man. Hi there, Deb. Yes, he gets so frustrated, that stupid thing, Hank. He can't get it going. He's just like, screw it, I'm sure. He'll try like a couple of times and then he'll just be, okay, I'm done. Especially when he knows it's acting up. But, you know, I hate paying for something like that and then it be a, slow or glitchy, like that. That would piss me right off. They wouldn't want to be dealing with me.
Mm. Yeah, my temper gets the best of me when my internet starts acting like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a temper. My kids are like scattering. Oh, gone.
Yeah, I do too, and people don't see it very often, but usually it's usually it's electronics or whatever, or something that I can't fix myself, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I gotta work around this, and
that's like when I put those double doors in. I live in a mobile home, so it wasn't really built for that kind of construction, so I had to build everything in, and I misfigured by 1/8 of an inch.
Oh no.
And went to put those doors, and I struggle with these doors for all day long, trying to, because they're heavy, they're just a pain in the butt to work with anyway. And I worked so hard to get that framing in, and I went to slide that in that, and it wouldn't fit, and I snapped. I took a hammer and I went out the fence post, and I beat that fence post to a pulp with that. I thought it's either that fence post or them doors. I said,
yeah. Can't afford any more doors. I better go do the fence post.
Everybody drives by looking at me. I'm like, son of a gun! Just calmly walked away with a hammer. And Teresa and her nephew, they were helping me. And Nathan's like, well, what's she going to do? Teresa said, just don't say a word. Just leave her alone. Let's go in the house. For about 20 minutes, I was out there until I finally said, I feel better now.
Yeah.
I got my dad's temper. Irish.
Can we hear you now, Todd?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it took like 5 minutes for that to come out.
No.
You reset your modem?
I did not.
I would
That
try
sounded
doing
like dup-a-dup-a-dup.
Yabba dabba do. I would try reset your modem, turn it off for about 10 seconds, and turn it back, or unplug it while unplug the power source to it for 10 seconds, and plug it back in. Because you might have.
Okay.
We need sign language.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, poor Todd. I don't mean to laugh. I know it's frustrating. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. Just unplug everything, Todd, and then plug it back in and see if it'll work. After waiting a minute.
Sometimes that's all it needs.
Yeah. Especially where he's at, like, I know it gets hot, and everything, and maybe that's the reason. Maybe he needs a fan blowing right on his computer.
Yeah.
Or something. We have to do that with the Xbox sometimes in the bedroom because it's just it's on a shelf and it just doesn't get much circulation or whatever, so it needs a fan blowing right on it. are you talking about, Hank? She says, I shouldn't have clicked on them damn woolen feet and sandals. Now it's going to pop up again. What are you talking about? Oh, she says, earlier, y'all, I just got an ad for a pair of sandals on Posh, and I am shook. Them feet need help. And they put lots and lots of wear in the listing. We think somebody's playing games. Oh. Ah. I couldn't do that. Like, I probably couldn't even put a picture of my feet on the internet, you know, but some people, I guess, just don't care.
Shut up, Tanner.
And she says, and now since I clicked on it, my internet's going to be like, oh, here, since you were looking at weird feet, here's some more. What do you need, Mary, for Lego pieces? I have a lot of Legos that I split up into, you know, like, I have, like, the big, you know, chunky Legos, and then I have the, you know, the smaller ones. Hey there, Mike. Heck yeah, I'd almost rather people see my boobs than my feet. You made it onto the weird feet list. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to list today. I should just do everything.
I got so much to work on. I'm trying to get at least 20 done today.
Yeah.
Or more.
Oh. Harry says he gave me a list. He gave me a list of with numbers for the Star Wars thing he is building. I see. And this wouldn't work for like a Star Wars piece. Yeah, tomorrow I'm planning on doing a listing challenge. So
Hey,
hopefully that goes well.
You work tonight?
No.
Oh, that's good.
I don't work till Thursday.
Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
No Todd this morning?
He's trying to fix his internet.
He tried to be here.
Oh.
He wanted to be here, but his internet was not having it.
Oh.
He sounded very robotic.
Ugh.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I ate too much sugar last night. I'm fine today.
Ruh-roh.
I know better.
But we do it anyway, don't we?
Yeah.
Yep, been there, done that.
I just woke up. I was up till 2:30 in the morning again, so. Or later than that. 3 o'clock, I think. 3:30.
I've been up since 3.
I don't even know why I sleep. I'm up and down all night long.
Yeah.
Uh,
I went to sleep at what, 8.
oh,
It was early. I know that. Yeah, but about 7:30, I was like dropping my
yeah.
head off, and like, man, I think I should go there and take a nap. And I didn't.
The body clock is all messed up from midnight shift.
Yeah. Yeah. It's screwed.
Hard to get back to normal, I suppose.
Well,
Morning, Mike.
it's tough.
I used to have this job at the casino, and we'd only work midnights 1 weekend a month.
Mm.
That was so hard to get
Yeah.
your body, to get your body used to it, and then to get your body back to normal. Oh God, that was tough. I was like, that's got to be the worst thing you can do to us, is put us as 1 weekend a month.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Yes.
And you don't sound like a robot.
Good morning, Todd.
Hi, Bridget.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
How are you, Nikki, my wonderful friend of the Nikki Nation?
I'm good, thanks.
Nikki Nation? What'd I miss?
Nation. I don't know.
Oh.
Hi, Bridget of the Bridget clan of North.
Uh-oh.
Northeast.
Your inner robot's coming out.
Oh my God.
Morning, everybody.
Oh, Hank said
We
yes.
need to all tune in and buy Todd a new pair of headphones.
Hank said,
It's not his
Hank-
headphones, it's his
Not the
internet.
headphones.
Oh.
Hank said Todd, he's back. Yes, the voice of an angel. Oh. I so
I missed you guys.
Where were you yesterday?
Oh, did you see how many packages I
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I ended up having by the end of the evening yesterday I had 53.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's what I was doing. And then I woke up to 11 today, so.
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday.
Okay. When you sit down to list, how many do you list usually?
It depends on the day. Because I wanted to get this crap out of here. Sorry, I just read Todd's note. Because I want to get this crap out of here Friday, but I had help. I had Chris helping me Friday, Saturday, Sunday to list. And I think total for the whole entire weekend, we listed like 150, 160 items.
Wow.
For those 3 days. So, but not normal by myself. 20 to 30.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Do you
like,
look-
if it's something easy like shop manuals where it's just sell similar, sell similar, sell similar. I mean, I can knock out 50, 60 of them, you
Right.
know, but
But like on days that you're going to auctions, you're not listing, right?
right.
Yeah, but when you list so much, normally your momentum. It used to work for me. I would list all week long except for the days I went to auctions, and yeah,
Mhm.
I did. But you listed high amounts every other day
Right.
when you went
And
at
I mean,
auction.
like
And
sometimes, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say,
Go ahead.
sometimes I'll see a little bit of a slope down, you know, if I don't list all weekend because I'm at auctions.
Mhm.
But normally you know, I don't know. It depends on the day.
When you're a power lister and you list tons of stuff, yeah, it's your momentum is going so much. It's really hard for that momentum to fall off unless you go, you know, more than one day, more than 2 days with it.
Right. Now that I'm going to be gone for, you know, 11, 12 days, my sales are going to drop. I know that for sure. When I get back, my sales aren't going to be way up there.
No. Still get them good, but yeah.
Sherry says, help, my hubby is home from work this week. It's only Tuesday morning and I'm ready to kill him.
I'm in the same boat, Sherry. I'm right there with you, Sherry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
sound like you're in an airplane, but yeah.
Am I roboting?
No. You sound better.
I sound better.
Oh,
How do I look?
you look marvelous.
Marvelous.
What the heck is going on? You never had this many issues before. Why all of a sudden are you having them?
Well,
Did you downgrade to save money?
You see what Hank said in the chat?
No.
I think, I don't know. We've had some rain and it's overcast right now, and our internet sucks on a good day, and today is
A bad day.
rainy, cloudy.
Do you think your tower is getting enough air where it's at? Like, maybe you need to throw a fan on it.
Wait, what tower are you talking about, Sally?
His
PC tower.
His PC
Oh.
tower.
I was thinking.
Not
never
the
mind.
internet tower.
I was thinking, I'm like, Sally.
Here's Todd with his little fan in the bottom of the internet tower.
Are you talking about my PP tower or my PC tower?
Oh my god.
And here comes Spectrum. We're like, what do you do with a fan? Well, they said to put a fan on the tower.
No, I thought like maybe you're not getting enough circulation in the basement, you know, so
Basement.
Basement.
or wherever you're at. I thought you were in the basement.
I don't
What,
have a
you in the
basement.
basement now?
He hasn't put them there yet.
Did Gwen move you down to the basement, Todd?
She would like to, but we don't even have a basement.
Oh, I don't either.
Well, it's just an idea.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Well, my internet was acting. I moved my my modem and my Wi-Fi modem into a different room because there wasn't enough air circulation. It was getting too hot in the other room. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, just like I was telling Lori, that with our Xbox in the bedroom, sometimes it doesn't get enough circulation in there too. So we have a fan that blows, you know, we'll put it right on there if we're using the Xbox.
Yeah, that can happen. Are you watching the chat? I almost called you
Yep.
fucking chat again. Todd, Jesus,
What?
I got a hat on my head. I said, are you watching the chat, Todd?
A little bit. Out in the middle of a field with a fan blowing on a giant tower. Yeah.
That was yesterday when I introduced him on my channel. I said, and this is Todd, what the hell? Well, in my defense, yesterday I had just looked at Facebook before we started, and me and Chad's friend's anniversary was like yesterday. And so I had just read that, and then I went into my show and apparently had Chad on the head. On my head. I don't know what my excuse today is, but that was yesterday.
Nikki, you don't need an excuse. We love you the way you are.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what my excuse is? I was listening to the Six Pack last night, and Chad's on my screen right now because I put it on pause. I don't have a secret fascination with Chad, so that rumor to go around.
Sally, when do you go back to work?
Thursday. We're having a listing challenge tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I'll be listing, but I'll join.
Why won't you be listing?
Because I'll be packing. I got to count underwear and shorts and shirts.
Count underwear? Really?
I have to make sure I have enough pair. I'm going to be gone for a long time, and I don't want to do laundry.
Oh, Bridget.
Make sure you bring a few extra.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a feeling I'm going to have to do laundry anyway, but I don't want to. So.
Morning, Resell Tessa.
So yeah, come on while you're counting your undies.
I won't be doing that on video, but
Well, thank goodness.
I gotta get all my laundry done. I gotta clean the house because I don't want to come home to a mess. And I don't mind living in the mess every day. I just don't want to come home to it.
Yeah, it's nothing worse than come home.
What day are you leaving?
I'm leaving Monday afternoon to stay in Buffalo, and then our flight leaves at 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. Tuesday morning, and then I get into Florida at 9 a.m. Tuesday morning. So
Cool.
Yep.
But you're super excited.
I am. But right now is the time when, when you wake up in the middle of the night because you dreamt that you're missing your plane or that you're late for your flight or that you didn't pack what you needed or.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I stress until I get there. When my kids were little, I used to stress that, like, I lost them in the airport or something like that.
Oh, my gosh. I try to be like, I try to plan, stuff like that, but it never goes according to plan, it seems like. So there's always Walmart somewhere, where you're going to be at, so, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
You just have to take a taxi or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I'm just the type of person that I don't know. I want everything neat and organized and where it needs to be. And it never works out, but I try.
Yeah.
And I'm glad my kids are older because I don't have to stress about that anymore.
Are your kids going with you this time?
My daughter and her fiance, they're the ones that booked the trip first, and then my daughter talked me into going, so then we booked. But my son's gonna stay here. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like fun.
He said, hope you have a fantastic time.
Oh, I will.
She's going
No
to
matter
Disney,
what.
could you not?
I know. I'll be taking lots of videos, that's for sure.
Good.
Hmm?
I said good. Do you go sourcing at all while you're there?
Well, I wanted to, but probably won't be. I'm going to go to the Character Warehouse, which is a Disney outlet store. So if I can get stuff there cheap to resell, I'll do that. But
Now when you're flying, it's kind of hard to.
it is hard. And when you don't have a vehicle, you know, it's not like I'm renting a car or anything. So
Right.
I kind of mentioned, and I was vetoed. I was told, you're on your own then. You just go by yourself. I'm not going anywhere. Because I said, maybe there's some good auctions. Gosh, I've never been to a Florida auction. Can you imagine? No.
There's enough people down there, you know, that you think somebody would take you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know a couple people that live down in Florida, so. But I don't think it would go over very well with my other parties that are going with me.
Hank says, oh, I don't know. I went to Disney as a kid and I ended up terrified, army crawling, then running out of an alien thing.
Oh, yeah, that's not there anymore. That wasn't really for kids, so I don't know how old you were. But that's not, yeah. Now that area is a Stitch meet and greet, so. Alien counter is not there.
Oh, I would have loved that.
It's really cool. It was really cool as an adult, but it was definitely not for kids.
I was a weird kid, so I probably would have enjoyed it.
Because, yeah, I told my dad it wasn't something I wanted to go into. I researched the brochures ahead of time.
Oh my gosh. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take my packages.
Oh,
I need to go take a shower. I'm really struggling this morning. I'm riding the struggle bus today.
mm-hmm.
Oh, good morning, Alana. How you doing?
Ooh, hi, Alana.
Good to see you.
Where's Miss Kathy? Why isn't she on here?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing yesterday when I had the show. No Bridget, no Kathy, no Tara.
Sorry.
I wasn't here either. I had to run all over the Helen.
Lori, yeah. I was on my show last night. Yesterday, I was like, Todd came in and it was just me and him most of the time. And then Sally finally came in. I was like, huh. I hear every Monday when Valerie has a show.
Sorry. Well, Kathy's having a rough time, so she needs to be on here with friends.
Yeah. Hear that, Kathy?
Where is she?
OJ says, what do you mean was weird, Lori?
Yeah. No, I'm still the same. I haven't changed a bit. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd and I'm proud of it.
We missed you too, Alana. I know, that's right, Grandma Magic Classics. Good morning. Don't they know who you are? I guess not.
Oh my gosh, I wore that shirt I wore that the other day. And where was I? You should have seen the weird looks I kept getting. Because it says, "Don't you know? Do you know who I am?" And then,
They're probably like,
who do you think you are, or whatever? Yeah, yeah. People were looking at me weird.
I'm glad you had a nice vacation. Good to hear.
Yeah, you needed it. So how's everybody's weather been?
good yesterday.
Really cloudy.
It's been hot.
Yesterday morning was gorgeous. It was so gorgeous yesterday. Or yesterday morning.
It's been just brutal here. The heat has just been crazy. Like the heat index is 100 degrees, and it's just
Yeah.
And like, you know, it was nice in the morning. It was breezy. It was nice. I was sitting out on my deck, and then all of a sudden it rained, and forget it. It was like just you couldn't even hardly breathe out there. It was so humid.
Yeah.
The air was so thick.
From Magic Plaza, because I love Nick, but I'm glad he's coming back to work today. Tell him to take my husband with him.
Is he home all week, Nikki?
Yeah.
Didn't he just have a week off?
Yeah.
I guess it gives you a break from driving.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Oh, great. No. He's all right. But he's watching all these stupid machinist videos on my account in my tablet. And so now my whole feed is Tubal Cain and Mr. Pete 222 and all these machinist videos. He told me yesterday, I walked in the bedroom yesterday, he said, let me guess, you're watching all these videos under my account. Yeah, why? I said, well, because that's all that's coming up on my feed.
Oh, Kathy said Marcel's in a meeting. So she can't, he's on a meeting, so she can't get on right now.
Oh. He has his own account. Apparently he doesn't want to use it, I guess.
It's so much easier just to use the one that's signed on. You know, it takes effort to sign off and sign back on.
Sounds like the way I do things.
I do hate that. I used to get so mad at my daughter when she'd watch stuff under my account. I'd be like, just sign me out. I'd get these stupid things on my feed. I was like, what is this stupid crap? I said, are you watching stuff under my account again? Yeah, so make the go live button. That'll teach them to use it. Yeah.
Man, I got to quit being so successful on eBay. I've got 23 to pack.
Wow.
Good job. Hi, Tim.
That's great.
It is, but it's a pain, isn't it?
Do you want my packing?
Did you pack those dishes?
Not yet.
Nothing like wait till the last minute there, Todd.
I know.
That's why I did shipping, and with the holiday, I don't really even have to ship them till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I did mine yesterday, because I had some help, and I figured might as well do it while I have help.
Yeah.
So if I ship today, I'm doing great.
That's awesome, Glenn. The sales are picking up. That's awesome. You know, after Labor Day, yeah, the sales will just keep picking up usually.
Yep.
Everybody's back to normal life again. Kids are in school.
Oh yeah, today was the first day of school for a lot of kids, right? Most kids.
Yeah.
I think here too, yeah. Oh, Brandon's heading back too, huh? That's probably where Tara is.
Yeah.
That's probably where she was yesterday, getting them ready.
Yeah. And they've been dealing with that property that they have to
Right.
they take care of, and
I don't miss those days.
Me either.
School, getting ready for school, and
I don't miss the school supply list or nothing.
oh my gosh, that is expensive now.
I'm like, what are we doing? Supplying all the closets there too, with toilet paper and paper towels and wipes and alcohol, rubbing alcohol and Band-Aids. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Yep. I know. What am I paying taxes for? You know, that's what my school taxes go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never quite understood that.
When they started asking for baby wipes and cleaning toilets, what the hell? What's next? Are they going to ask for toilet paper?
Yeah, we were stocking their supply closets is what we were doing.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have to do it.
Well, what used to tick me off is they had a list, and all the lists said Crayola crayons, Mead notebooks. You know, they had you were supposed to buy only the name brand stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, which is fine. Okay, I would buy the name brand for my kids anyways. But the thing that pissed me off the most was they'd take it to school and they'd throw it all in this big bin.
Yeah.
And the kids got to pick out what they wanted. So my kids ended up with the Rose Art crayons, you know, and stuff like that. One time they brought home their Rose Art crayons, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And actually it wasn't even Rose Art, because Rose Art's actually okay. It was some other crappy brand, probably from the dollar store. And my daughter was trying to color, which she's very artistic. And they were like smearing. It was like half the crayon was going on the page when she'd color with it. And I said, what the hell is this? And she goes, well, these are my crayons. And I said, why are those your crayons? I said, I bought you Crayola. And she told me they put everything in a bin because it's not fair to kids when other parents buy name brand and they have to. So it's only fair, first come, first serve gets to take out of the bin. I was like, that is total bullshit. I paid for Crayola crayons. You better get Crayola crayons. You know?
Right.
Hi, Jim Cooncat. Good to see you.
Hi. Did I say laptops? Oh my gosh.
I don't feel sorry for you normal parents. I had to get 150 band instruments ready for school at the end of each summer.
Yeah.
I had to get a band all set up. Huh?
I said, but you got paid for that.
I got paid for that. Yeah, so the math teacher walks in and gets their books and their rulers, and they're set to go. Now I got to move sousaphones around and bass drums and
what's a sousaphone? Is that something Dr. Seuss uses?
Oh my God! You know what a sousaphone is, Laurie?
Oh my God!
I know what a xylophone is. But I've never seen a saxophone.
I've never seen one either. Time to screen share, Todd.
Oh my God.
Saxophone and a xylophone and a telephone, but I've never heard of a sousaphone. When you say the word sousaphone, I'm thinking you're wearing this big black and white striped hat.
I know.
I do not like them in a car. I do not like them from afar. I do not like them
A sousaphone is the marching band tuba.
Oh, why don't you just say tuba?
Because they're not tubas, they're sousaphones.
I like to play my sousaphone at home.
Yeah.
With a bone.
Boom, 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 boom,
While
boom,
eating an ice cream cone.
I swear,
Love you, Todd.
normal people have no concept.
Yeah, we just like giving you a hard time.
That's another thing, you know, teachers got to pay for so much stuff because they can't get anything from the damn. They have to buy stuff if they want the kids to have something, you know.
Woohoo. I love it when people leave their extra receipts for their gas in the machine and I get 2.
Right. I hear that right? It wasn't fair. Some kids could afford Crayola. What the hell is that? Yeah, they would do it because they didn't want, you know, I mean, like when my daughter was in elementary school, I'd buy her all the cute folders, you know, the kitten folders or whatever she wanted. She ended up with some stupid folders with something she didn't even like on it. And yeah, they would do that because they said it wasn't fair that some kids got better stuff than other kids. So they'd
Wow.
throw it all in a bin and first come, first serve. So, you know, all the kids that didn't get good stuff, they'd be the first ones at the bin and get all your good stuff. And then,
See, that's just wrong.
I know, it used to tick me off because but they wouldn't change it. And how do you go in there and not sound like an asshole? Well, I don't want my daughter to have to use dollar store crayons. You know, I mean,
But if you paid for your daughter to use
I know.
crayons, then she should have gotten her to keep her stuff.
Well, when I complained about it, the teacher was like, "Are you listening to yourself?" And I'm like, I know it sounds rude, but I bought the stuff and I want my kid to use it. You know,
Right. What you bought.
It's like if you know, it's not your fault that there are less fortunate children. I mean, it's
yeah.
then they, you know, if they could have said, well, could you buy an extra, like instead of buy one, buy 2 boxes of Crayola.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I buy the $1.50 need folders and my kid gets a 10-cent folder. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I would get so mad. I mean, I hate to be rude, but you know, to other kids or whatever, but you know, like Lori said, it's not my fault that their parents can't afford that stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's bad to say, but that's the truth. That's the all out truth. We can't help what other families go with, but that doesn't mean all the kids should suffer too.
Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. Part of the fun of going back to school, picking out your own school supplies. Well, exactly. Yeah, and my girls would pick out their cute little folders and their cute little notebooks with the fun pictures on it.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, our schools didn't do that. They went to school and come home with what they went to school with.
Oh God! And everyone gets a trophy. Exactly. Setting the kids up.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
I thought that was stupid.
Yeah.
It's not teaching a kid anything. It's just teaching them that if they don't do anything, they still get rewarded.
Well, and exactly, Sharky Mom deals. I couldn't afford things sometimes for my kids, but I told them too bad. We did what we could. I would never want the teachers to do that. Oh, exactly. Yep. Yeah, with the flip back lid and the fan sharpener. I know. Hey, when I was growing up, my parents, my mom bought me the cheap shit. You know, I wasn't brought up with a silver spoon in my mouth.
Hey, you know this necklace and bracelet and stuff I had yesterday? I was looking it up, Nikki.
Yeah.
It sold for $150.
Wow, nice. Way to go.
Good job, Todd.
What kind was it?
Wow.
FROM. It's a Denmark silver place.
Show them what it is. I didn't. Did you put cancer awareness in the title?
No,
Oh,
it turned out to be a pretty good brand of. Here, I'll do a screen share. Hang on.
I knew that was going to come up sometime today.
Okay, if you hear a voice, it's this My Little Pony. I'm trying to get a picture of the wings lit up.
You're playing with your toys over there.
I love it when you style my hair.
See that?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
oh wow, Sassy, that's terrible.
Oh, wow.
the set sold for 150. I had an offer of 110, and then I had an offer of 130, and then before I could answer, they sold for full asking price of $149.95.
Wow.
Way
Nice.
to go.
Those are cool looking, though. I like that. And that's Sterling, right?
Yeah.
Really pretty.
Did you get that from a rummage sale or yard sale or what?
I don't remember. I remember, I think I paid $27 for the 3.
Mm.
I think it was a yard sale. I don't remember it. I don't remember.
Oh, good job.
You see poor Sassy Seller in an attempt to carry all the things into the house at once. I dropped my iced coffee on the ground and it splashed up into the trunk, out my legs to my woo-ha. Woo-ha. Very uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
Great.
Yeah.
Iced coffee on the hoo-ha doesn't sound good.
No. Well, at least your hoo-ha smells good. Why does your hoo-ha smell like French vanilla?
I guess somebody close enough to smell if it smells like French gosh.
It's not right.
Yep, it went there.
Every time she walks, all you smell is mocha.
Oh,
Sorry, had to go there, I guess.
It wouldn't be the morning show if we didn't get there eventually.
of course not.
My mind is going to weird places.
Oh.
Well, you're a man. We expect that.
It's normal.
He went to play a sousaphone.
I'm thinking about creamer and stuff.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Oh, I know. That's terrible, OJ. I hate to see that, too. When the teacher has to pay for supplies because the school won't give it to him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not right either.
Nikki, you need to stand up. Stand up in the corner or what? You gonna put the dunce camp on me?
And I hear that. My daughter's been asphyxiated on the Goofy movie.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yep.
Listen to that soundtrack. Stand up. I hear that. Stand up. Like, how old are you? He's funny. Although I do say I like that movie myself.
I remember this one time, I had to work at a I worked at a telemarketing place, and this is where they sold magazines, so it was a real true telemarketing place. Anyways, if the group wasn't getting enough sales, they'd make you stand up for a half hour. They wouldn't let you sit down. And I was like, no, this is bullshit. And this was right after a couple of my knee surgeries when my knee was really bad. And there was no way I could stand up for a whole half hour, you know? So anyways, I'd stand up and then I'd sit down and they'd come over to me and they're like, you need to stand up. And I was like, I can't stand up. And they're like, well, you can go home if you're not going to stand up. So anyways, I went to my doctor and got a note saying that I had to stand up for a half hour. And then I called my attorney, and my attorney called them and said, you better stop telling people that they need to stand up for a half hour. That is not okay. You know, it's like, how can you punish people and make them stand up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, they ended up firing me, but my attorney was gonna sue them for unlawful or wrongful termination, but I just told him forget it. I want out of there anyway.
Nick says she's picturing Nikki just laying flat on the floor in protest.
Well, I mean, I did what I was supposed to do. I stood up for a little bit, but then I went and sat back down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That was one of those jobs I had to get when I was on workman's comp.
Mm.
I hated that job. Well, that was one time they wanted to search my purse. I said, absolutely not. You're not going to look in my purse. And they're like, you have to let us search your purse. And I was like, why? What are you looking for? I was like, no, you're not searching my purse. Prison or, you know, no, you're not searching my purse. Get the hell out of here. God. They were tyrants. My lawyer would have had a field day with them if I would have let them. They broke so many laws it wasn't even funny. Like, what the hell is this, like the 1950s where there's no laws, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nuts.
My destroyers, and they go right ahead, yeah.
And people pay for your stuff.
You know, that was the thing, you know, I mean, I've been a manager, I've owned my own businesses, I've, you know, and after truck driving, I really have a hard time having a boss. And yeah, when they were sitting there treating me like a little kid, I was like, screw you. Get the hell out of Dodge. Took a shit and ran.
I took a shit and ran. Good for you, Mike.
What did I know? I'm not even looking at the chat, and I knew that was something he would have said.
I said my first day at a new part-time job. I already had one full-time at the time. They told us that we were not to leave the building on breaks. I took my shit and ran. And Anissa said, Hank, I read that as I took a shit and ran. Hank was right on the desk.
Part-time shitter.
I just heard Stevie Wonder in the background instead of part-time lover.
I was trying to write this listing, and I wrote this listen. kids are silly.
Hank's a part-time shitter.
Does that mean you don't finish? You have to go back?
I guess. Hank says I'm crying.
Yeah. Part-time shittering is only for half-assed workers, I guess.
You get a boo on that one, Todd.
Just surprises you.
Hank says, "Oh, geez, silver hair." Oh, I really need to get some work done today. Hank says, LMFAO. Well, that's why I quit immediately and ran. I'm a full-time shitter, damn it. I know that was that place I worked. Hi Muriel. It was horrible. I mean, yeah, they would tell us we couldn't have a break and da da da, and it's like, you can't tell us we can't have a break.
Yeah, they didn't know who they were messing with when they hired you.
Oh my God, it was horrible. I should have let my attorney go after him, because I should have just said, yeah, go after him, but oh well. I'm not a sue happy kind of person, you know.
Yeah.
It makes me mad sometimes because, like, at my work, the boss tries to get away with that. You know, tells people they can't have breaks and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you know, people died for our rights.
Yeah.
To, you know, for even that kind of stuff. You know, like, that's a federal thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't work people all day without, you know, them taking breaks.
Yeah.
Right? Just even McDonald's will give you freaking breaks, you know. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it, and I'm not gonna sit there and let you tell me. You know, I don't make a big deal out of it, and I take my breaks. You know, but other people, they tend to do it while the boss is there, you know, and, you know, kind of like throw it in her face a little bit. And that's, you know, and then it, you know, pisses her off or whatever. But still, I mean, I don't know where they freaking get off that we shouldn't get breaks.
I'm sorry, but your boss sounds like a horrible boss. Yep. Some of the things you tell me, I can't.
She's really not. She's really not. She's just been there so long that, you know, and pretty much they've told her, you know, this is how it is or whatever. And, you know, so she's no kind of like went along with it or whatever.
Because she has somebody over her on her butt about that, probably.
Probably, yeah. Well, and then she, like, there's another store that is in our town that our company owns, and they're outside smoking constantly.
Yeah.
You know, and they just don't freaking care. They sit outside, they sit outside smoking, and then they'll go in the store and they have a stool right next to their register that they just sit on. and there's so much to do in that store as far as cleaning or whatever. And so, you know, it pisses people off when they go in there and the store's not stocked or it's not clean. And, you know, here they've been sitting around reading the papers, you know.
Right.
Did you work at a hospital, Hank? She goes, plus there was no smoking anywhere on the premises. Weird food rules. Wanted me to go on trips with one of the bosses. And I was like, what kind of totalitarian entity is this? No thanks. Just strange. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds strange.
Sounds like a damn hospital.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's Valerie worked at a hospital like that.
What the hell? She goes, you know, a red flag should have been when I was supposed to pretend to be a high school student. What the hell kind of place were you at?
Yeah.
Nope, not healthcare at all.
What were you doing for work, girlfriend?
Wow. Was that Pornhub or what? No, just kidding. She said, no, not healthcare. It was a photo studio and call answering place.
Mike says, I am done with all this politically correct bullshit. All these new rules and regulations. Illegal straw, soda size limits. They can kiss my ass.
Oh, I know.
I bought a whole supply of straws from the auction, the last auction I went to, and I'm saving them. And I'm selling them on eBay when they ban all straws.
There you go.
That's
Taking a stand.
banning of straw. That's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I know, right?
Well, I agree with the whole politically correct and everything. You know that 10K on the Bay or Daily Refinement or whatever he calls himself now. No, I don't watch him very often. Actually, the other day was the first time I've watched him in probably 6-8 months. But anyway, I watched his video the other day where he was apologizing to everybody. And I mean, he was apologizing for some of the stupidest shit. Like he said something about when he said something about house moms, and I guess that's a negative thing to say against people. And then just some of the stuff that he was saying, I'm sorry that I did this, and it's like, really? People are just too
They're
too weird about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless I
say
say something that totally offends you or you know, and usually I wouldn't, you know, unless you piss me off or something, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if I say something and I don't mean it the way that it sounds or whatever, and I offend somebody, I'm sorry, grow up.
Right.
You know that, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
if you know us, you know that we're not going to say anything that is going to offend somebody, you know, like that, for one thing. And so if we do, they should know already, you know, but I'm not, I will apologize if I know, shush, Maureen. I will apologize if I know that I've done something to hurt somebody. I'm not like that. I will not say something, you know, something to hurt somebody on purpose, you know.
Right.
But that's, you know, I'm not going to kiss your ass. You know, if okay, like the word retard, okay, it offends a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have been taking care of mentally retarded people since I was 16 years old. And that's what we used to call them, mentally retarded. It wasn't, you know, challenged or, you know, politically correct words, to categorize somebody. But
Right.
but as kids, just like Nikki grew up, you when you're trying to say, oh, that was stupid, sometimes you say it as, oh, that's retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was totally a thing when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
And
You never thought
even
what the meaning, or like Indian giver. You never thought the meaning behind it. That was just what everybody said,
Mm-hmm.
right. and so like, I grew up with that, with that term and everything, but I also grew up taking care of mentally disabled people, and it never has ever I mean, I wouldn't call somebody that is disabled, oh, that's just a retard over there. No, I'm not mean like that. They're disabled, or whatever.
Sometimes retarded was a term of endearment in my family.
Yeah,
Like,
knock off your retard.
Yeah, weird or whatever, and you'd be like, "Oh, you're retarded."
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even stop, and you don't. And I'm not saying that it's okay to call people that and use that word, but but you have to stop and think about how a person is using it, because I mean, yes, I mean, I don't want to say the wrong thing, because I am like the last person that would want to hurt somebody's feelings. But by the way, hi Cindy, I see you there.
Cindy.
But
Hi,
you
Cindy.
don't think about what the words say, what the word is actually meaning, and it's just something that you say. And yeah, it may not be right. I mean, like, I kind of don't think it's right when somebody says, "Oh, that's gay." I don't think that's right either.
Right. That's
but
my kids' generation there. And
yeah,
and that was like really hard for me, because my sister's gay. And I have a lot of gay friends.
yeah,
And I would say, how, what would they think if they knew that you'd say that? And finally I asked my sister about it, and she's like, really? I could give a shit, if they, say that or not. Because I say, that's so gay, or call each other a faggot, which to me is like, oh my God,
yeah.
don't say that.
Yeah, that's a terrible word. Yeah.
But really, gay people don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, all the gay people that I
F-word.
know, they think it's funny. But I'm like, don't say that. But I feel like people have their own, own words that are, offending to, offensive to them.
That's true. Ainsley said, if someone is only hearing his apology, it may sound like, oh my God, I can't believe he feels he should do this. Oh, exactly. But if you heard him when he was saying these things, in his tone and context, you might feel different. That's true.
That is true.
But then again, you may not, to each your own. Oh, exactly. And I mean, like me, I don't think about words that much when I say them, obviously.
Really?
Because you hear the way I talk, but yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to. I mean, if somebody is walking down the street and they say, "Oh, look at that," retard or whatever. Yeah, you're probably going to be offended because you don't know what their meaning behind it is, But if we're just chit-chatting or whatever, and you guys know that I would never say something to hurt somebody or be, whatever, and then I called Sally retarded, you guys would probably laugh it off as no big deal because I meant it
right
in a loving way.
Right.
Maybe.
But I often catch myself. I mean, these days you really have to watch what you say because and I'm not saying it's okay. It's not really okay to do it just because you're ignorant to it. I mean, it goes back to, like my uncles, my dad's age group and older, it was totally acceptable for them to use the N-word when talking about a black person. Like one day, my uncle, he was sitting there. He goes, "Yeah, I went to the auction. I got these little N-word dolls," and I'm like, "Uncle, you can't say that. You're gonna get yourself in trouble if you just continue to say this, you know."
Yeah, you look around and see who's gonna beat your ass.
I know, you know.
Yeah, that's a little different. I mean, that's, you know, even more offensive to more people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't see, like, that word is, to me, it's like a racially, like, oh, who was it? Maureen was saying knick-knack, paddywhack. That's like an Irish, you know, like a racist Irish term.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, you know, back then, you know, when my dad was a kid, that was socially acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, but, and I don't look at that word as a racial word. I try not to, anyways. I look at it as a word to describe someone who is acting like that, but I don't use it.
Yeah, I don't watch him enough, guys, so I don't know. Somebody said that he's a very, I don't want to say any names, but somebody said he's a very manipulative person, my opinion. And another person said exactly he knows what he's doing. I don't watch him enough to know, so yeah, maybe I misunderstood. Maybe what he did say was wrong, but I was just thinking, man, if we gotta have a video about what we say or things we say all the time, man, I'd be doing nothing but making apology.
He didn't know what that shirt meant.
I know that was a little, yeah, that was a little.
I think I would wear that shirt just to, like, be, you know, just like for people to pay attention to it. But it's kind of bloody.
Yeah, I think he knows that one. Yeah, that one was a little far fetched when he's like, "I didn't know it was bad." What? How can you not think that one was bad? You know. But I'm just talking about like things like when he said house mom or whatever, or home mom or whatever, talking about at home moms. I mean, people were offended by that. And I was just like,
that's to me, that's too much.
Yeah,
that's too much.
Really, people were offended by that?
I guess apparently it's not okay to say home mom.
Well, if you gotta be that butthurt, don't come watch us.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know. I mean, I'm not going to apologize for saying something that, you know, is, to me, it's not, it shouldn't be, you know, on that list of things that you just don't say, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a housewife and I'm proud of it.
You are one of the sexiest housewives we've ever seen.
Makes you want to say, instead of grow some balls, grow some skin and toughen up. Get over it.
Yeah.
Did you see what I did? Oh, like,
unfortunately, it's getting worse and worse.
I'm over here sniffing boobs.
You're what?
You're stuffing boobs.
You're sniffing boobs? What'd you just say?
Oh, boots.
Sniffing boobs.
Oh, I thought you said you were sniffing boobs.
I thought you said you was stuffing boobs.
I like the way it smells.
Oh, hi, Thelma Thrift. Aren't you supposed to be working?
She's lucky.
It wasn't the style he was oblivious to. It was the flag, Confederate flag. He knew the sexual position. It's gotten like a game of telephone, not lost in translation. We can say what we feel. If we cross the line, we police each other just fine. Drop the N-bomb and you might get your ass kicked. We do not need government laws. Well, in my defense, I don't watch the guy on a normal basis, so maybe I didn't see how he was saying the stuff. I mean, like, yeah, the woman in the doggy style position, yeah, that was a little. But really and truly, I mean, I wasn't offended by it. But I'm a lot different than most people. I don't know. I don't really pay that close attention to what people say and what they're wearing and stuff like that. It's like, well, whatever, you know, if you want to wear that.
Right.
Or the R word has been removed from DSMR. It's no longer a medical term, and the offense comes from using it as a common adjective. Happy Tuesday, all. Yeah, and you know, and I've caught myself saying it, like, to my kids or whatever, joking around, and it's like, wait a minute, now I'm teaching my kids who are growing up in a very PC environment. I probably should not be teaching my kids that this is okay.
My head off, you
Oops.
know, and
See you later, Thelma. Have a nice day.
Thelma.
Oh, no, wait, no. She said she's off right now. Never mind.
Oh.
Sorry.
Does she mean she's offended right now?
No. Yeah, boots.
Great,
I'm sorry. You've had your boot sniffing
Hi, Grandma Wrinkles.
problems, Valerie. You're a boot sniffer victim. Is that how you and your husband met? He tried to sniff your boots.
Yeah, and I'm such an open person, and I just don't think about what people say, and I probably should maybe think more about the words I use. I know being on YouTube has really taught me to watch what I say.
Not me.
Yeah, guys, this is me with a filter. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh.
Silly. Hey, would you call this an applique?
What?
Trim what?
I would say trim. I would call it an applique because an applique is something they put on after the fact, but that looks like it was made into it. Oh, I would just call it a trim, like a lace looking trim or a scallop trim. Like a scallop trim.
All right, thank you. Hit myself in the head with it.
Thelma said, not offended, Sally. I got my own issues with un-PC terms.
All right, good.
Grandma Magic Classic says, number one, I will bet you just took it the wrong way because I am not a bad person and don't set out to upset people. 2, get over it or don't talk to me because I am not going to walk on eggshells around people. That's true.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Is like, you know, seriously, if we haven't offended you already and you've been here for a while, then I think you're okay. I think you're gonna be all right, you know.
Or they just consider the source.
right. But you know, I'm sure there's people that have listened to us, and you know, we start talking about poop or something, and they're like, "Adios," you know.
Really, you think people leave because of that?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who cares?
You know, but I mean, it's, you know, it's life, and that's what we talk about is life.
That's
stuff,
life.
you know.
Everybody does it.
What all the people say.
Well, I watch some of the other more PC channels, and yeah, I mean, something that's really not that bad, and they say it, and they're like, "Oh, haha," and it gives them the giggles. You know, I just laugh because it really wasn't that big of a thing that they said, but it's like totally gave them the giggles and turned them red. You know,
Yeah.
I laugh more about that than what they said.
Oh, then you should be on here sometime, Grandma Wrinkles. She said that's one reason why I don't make videos is I can't control my mouth.
Hello, have you seen Nikki?
Well, I say what I want. People know that when I say things, I'm not meaning in a hurtful way. But people who don't know me, they might think, "Oh,
Oh well.
she's a bit rough around the edges."
That song stuck in my head.
I want unfiltered, Nikki. Where can I get that? After chat, I'm in. Nah, this is what you get. I'm the same way I am on camera as I am in
What you
real life.
see is what you get. That's me. If you don't like it, oh well.
Yeah, I rarely change anything, you know, as far as like how I act or anything like that, or how I talk for that matter. We try to keep it as real as possible, you know.
Yeah.
And if you're not being real, then we usually won't get along with you for very long, and you know we got to part ways or whatever.
Marine says it took me a bit, but I love you now, Nikki. Yeah, sometimes I take a while to get. I'll grow on you though. All right, see you later, Thelma. He really is leaving this time.
Oh, okay. Bye, Thelma.
Thelma, tell him we said hi.
My niece, my husband's side daughter, is autistic and got offended because someone thought she was retarded. I was offended that she was offended, and she could not understand why.
Oh God, I was offended that you're offended, and you're offended, and because I was offended. Man, I mean, some people just don't know the difference, you know, and that's just, you know, they've never grown up with anybody that, you know, had those issues. So I mean, why be offended at someone like that? You know, there's no sense in that.
Well, that's like me, you know, like I went into the man's world of truck driving, and they would like tiptoe around me and try not to say things, you know, and it's like, no. I'm in your world. Say what you want, you know. Mm-hmm. And I mean, and they would call me things like bright eyes or honey or sweetie or stuff like that. It didn't bother me any, you know, because they weren't meaning it as a. But I knew them all, and I knew that they weren't meaning it as, because they were all gentlemen, you know. And I knew, and when some of them would come up and put their arm around me or whatever, and it was just a friendly thing, no big deal. It didn't bother me, you know. Mm-hmm. But then one time I was at a bar with my husband, and there was a bunch of his friends around, and this one guy who's not really his friend, but he just hangs around with all of his friends. The guy's a total gross, nasty creep. And he told me the first time I met him, he goes, "You know why I'm missing this tooth right here?" And I said, "Why?" "Not really, you know." And I thought the guy was just a creep anyways. He goes, that's my CLIT sucker. And I was like, oh my God, that is so gross, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, I was telling my husband about it. And I was like, in the first sentence that he met me, he said this to me, you know? And I mean, I wasn't really offended. I just thought, man, that guy's nasty, you know? I mean, I feel nasty even repeating it. And,
right.
anyways, my husband had told his boss that they were chit-chatting and talking about it. I guess the guy, the next time that they were at the bar, the boss went and threatened him and told him if he ever talked to me again like that, he'd lose the rest of his teeth.
Wow.
But I mean, it didn't offend me. It just was like, oh, gross, you know? And the guy was
Yeah.
creepy already, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What designer made the set he found? I missed it. Todd, what was the designer for that necklace? I thought it was. Now I forgot. I watch a lot of people and I love them all, but you potty mouth people have a special place in my heart. Thanks, Grandma Wrinkles. I used to drive a pop truck, and at the end of the day, the guys would be like, "Can I help you with anything?" I would just say yes. Get the F out of my way. Yeah, it was FROM, real mid-century Scandi looking geometrical kind. Yeah, it was really a neat thing. If he comes back, I'll show you. Well, he did sell it, so maybe he's packaging it.
Well, I listed it yesterday, so I probably packaged it yesterday.
And like I used to get like this one guy one time when I was delivering, I was out in the woods somewhere delivering to this guy's business, and he was like an 80-year-old guy, and he's like, he goes, "Oh, it's terrible that you're taking jobs away from young men who have to support their family." And I was like, "Well, I kind of got to pay my bills too, you know?" And it's like,
My
and
God.
his son is like, when I went outside, his son is like, "I am so sorry. I am so sorry." And I was like, it's no big deal. I mean, that was his age group, you know? So sometimes you just have to consider the source too. Hi, David.
Hey, Ru.
$20 coffee cup. There you go. I know a lot of people give up on coffee mugs. I still sell them sometimes.
I sell them. I'm getting ready to process a bunch of them.
I saw them trying to ID it the other day. I was hoping maybe he figured it out. Todd?
What?
What was the name of that brand on your necklace that you just sold? Your necklace and earrings and whatever? Or pin? Not earring.
FROM.
What?
FROM.
Oh, okay. So it was FROM. Okay.
Which later became NEFROM. So this was kind of a older piece.
Huh. Yeah, he sold it first day you listed it. Sold it for full price.
Yeah. I just wonder if I underpriced it now.
Don't worry about it. That was the price you were happy with.
Enjoy the profit.
Run with it.
Yeah, $27 to 150. That worked.
Uh-huh.
Car boot picker said hi, Todd. Is anyone's tracking upload on time percentage messed up on eBay?
Tracking uploaded on time?
Yeah, the percentage of tracking uploaded on time.
It was messed
I
up
don't
that
know
one
him.
time, remember? No, mine looks good.
$150 cha-ching. Yeah. Congratulations, Todd. That's a good sale. And I don't worry about if I priced it too low. Sometimes you think, oh man, did I price it too low? But if you're happy with the profit, what can you do? Of course, Tara would be yelling at you for not putting it up for an auction.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I had 2 other offers for it too. I bet those 2 offer people are kicking themselves in the butt.
Probably.
Well, that's the chance they take. I've had that happen where, one person will offer something and before I can even get a chance to counter or accept, somebody buys it outright. That's just
Yeah. I just listed it, and then Gwen and I went to the movies and dinner. And while we were in the movie, I got the 2 offers, and then on the drive home, it sold for full price.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, it sold while you're in the movie. It's like, Gwen, you can get popcorn now.
Yes, Gwen, you can get an extra popcorn. Or you can get that large drink.
Mitzi says, Niels Eric Fromm.
Yeah, it's some high dollar silver. I didn't know that until yesterday morning, and I started researching it, and I put it on Thrifty Treasures. And one person said, well, does it have an NE in front of it? I said, no. And then another seller put up an article about the company, and some of the earlier pieces didn't have the NE in front of it.
Oh.
So then I compared it with other pieces by the company, and sure enough, it's pretty legit. So.
Good morning, Stephen. I haven't seen you in a while either. Where you been? Hi, Summon. I am so tired this morning.
Morning.
But I am not going to take a nap.
But that's one of those pieces that's worth a lot more just because it had the right name and manufacturer on it.
Yep. And what it's made of, I'm sure.
Well, now the silver value is only about $35, but or not even that much. But the silver value is only about $30. So would you add insurance on a $150 necklace set?
Do you add insurance?
Do you guys add insurance on $150?
I would.
I would send it priority, so it would have the $100 insurance at least. But
with you selling it for $150, I would do at least a $50 insurance. If not $150.
Is priority $100 or $50?
$100 if
you're top rated, it's $100.
Yeah. Fromm opened his first shop in 1931 and sold some of his work there. The NE from Mark did not appear until 1944 when it was first registered in the city of Nakskov in southern Denmark. Interesting.
Yeah, it checked out legit. I had to look at a bunch of pieces, and there were comparable clasps and markings and stuff. But yeah, if I hadn't looked it up, I probably would have sold it for $60.
Grandma Magic Classic said insurance and signature for sure. I would definitely do signature. Definitely.
Yeah, I figured I would. I was just wondering what y'all did.
Yeah.
I don't usually insure anything other than what I get.
Right, from priority. That's usually what I do, unless it's like
Yeah, unless it's hundreds of dollars,
right, right. Yeah.
Now, if I sell a $600 thing, yeah, I'm definitely going to insure it for $600.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything usually over like 150 to 200, I always get signatures.
Yeah.
And especially if it's jewelry or something small like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right, guys, I got to get to work. I'm going to get off of here. I got to go take a shower and get to work. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to too. I got I'm
going to shut it down.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's listing challenge.
Yay! Have a great day.
Yep. Have a good day. Get lots of sales. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.